Well, welcome to Pop Palace. I'm Jack. I'm the host. We celebrate iconic women, queer people in the pop music and culture space. So, one thing we like to do at Pop Palace is have our guests introduce themselves. So, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself and one of your earliest memories in music.
Okay, my name's Ali Shah. I'm a 21-year-old pop artist from Toronto, Ontario, and I make synth pop music. My earliest memory of music is probably watching my mom perform. She's a dancer. Music was very involved in my early life. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you dance at all?
When I need to bust a move.
Okay,
I
period.
could take it out. Yeah.
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 Your music lives at the intersection of your identities. As both Pride Month and AAPI Heritage Month converge, how are you feeling? How are you doing
Mhm.
right now as an artist and as a person?
Well, I think it's like the perfect time to like recognize a lot of the artists who live in the intersectionality, like you said, and just highlight them in every space possible. I feel really great. I think as an artist, I'm at the point where I'm very comfortable in my identity, and I feel like there's people out there who want to see more artists, who are kind of different to what they've been seeing. And as a person, also, I feel pretty great too. I think that it's a good time to be alive for people like me. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
When you're creating music, do you find yourself finding influence from your identities? Like, is it in your brain? Do you like divide it out, or is it just like one as yourself,
I,
if that makes sense?
yeah, I feel like I've always like seen it as one. But
Mm-hmm.
then I kind of like making music, I actually realized that I wasn't fully embracing my identity in terms of like, my heritage and like being South Asian. I felt like I could have done more. Um, which is why I think recently I'm diving more into all that. And with the new music coming out, I think people will realize and see that, you know, there is more to me than just like the music, the pop music. There's like the heritage behind me. There's like, I can speak multiple languages and I want to implement that into my music as well. Yeah.
Amazing. Being in Toronto, what is the music scene like there, and how do you feel like your music and genre fit in?
Toronto is one of the best. I mean, I feel like everyone says that about their city, but like Toronto is
Mm-hmm.
like pretty like crazy. Like I've been involved in this part of the world like musically and for like so long, for like about the last 4 or 5 years. I just
Mm-hmm.
attended university in Toronto for like a music program as well. So I see talent everywhere. It is so talented. Toronto is like crazy filled with talent. It is not, I would say the only like thing is that it's not very pop centered.
Mm-hmm.
Toronto is a lot more, I would say like hip hop influenced,
Okay.
leaning, but like pop is still here. It's just not very prominent.
So you've said your music blends synth pop with South Asian influence. Is that um pretty intentional when you're doing that, or is it something that you've built up to?
Yes. So yeah, with synth pop and my identity, I feel like up till this point, I haven't really thought about it necessarily. It's been very much just natural. It's just like I make music and I'm South Asian. It just kind of happens to inherently involve my identity. But I think going forward, like I said, I want to like implement it more. I feel like using sounds from that genre, like the South Asian world music type genre, is like really cool. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity there. And like in my upcoming project, there's gonna be at least one song that is very heavily South Asian influenced. So yeah.
Yay, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited for everyone to hear it. Like I've never like actually performed in a different language, so I'm just like I
Okay.
hope it goes well. Even though it's my first language, I just like I'm scared. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, what if I'm
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something you haven't done yet,
Yeah.
but I feel like it'll be really
Yeah.
exciting. So your last single, "Wish You Would
Yeah.
Die," was unfiltered and emotionally raw. Was it like relieving to release that into the world, or was it a little stressful?
I think it was relieving because at the point of when I released it, I was already like over it. Like I
Uh-huh.
had
Yeah.
written I had written the song probably just about a year before I released it, like 11 months, and
Okay.
I was really fully in it at that point. But when I released it at that point, I was just like I was okay, and to me, the song was just like a strong piece of work. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked what it represented. I think for me, my goal with music is always to like have it be like a diary and like an autobiographical timestamp. And
Yeah.
what that song was that, and it was like the perfect, outcome of what I wanted. I feel like when I listen to the song, I'm back like last year. I feel like I'm back in that
Uh-huh.
zone, and like I love feeling that like that. Like actually, literally like 2 days ago, I was just like pacing around my room with my headphones on, listening to like my old music, and I'm just like, wow, I remember when I made this. Like that's so crazy. Like I'm so
Mm-hmm.
detached from that person now, but like it's crazy that I just like that this is how people make music. Like this is how artists communicate their feelings. It's
Yeah.
like so cool. Yeah.
It's almost like a little time capsule.
Exactly.
Like where you can like go back and like relive the feelings and like kind of feel a hint of the emotions you were feeling back then.
Exactly. And that's what I love
Yeah.
about it. I that's what I love about the more emotional songs too, because like those are the ones that you really like the honest songwriting of it all, like is very
Mm-hmm.
like, wow, like that's crazy. Like I was so down
Yeah.
bad.
No, literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the new track part of a larger project or is it more of like a standalone emotional track?
It is a part of a larger project, as is the one that came up before that, which is called Famous. So those two songs,
Mm-hmm.
along with everything that's about to come out in 2025, they're all in one little project. I would say it is still standalone in the way that like it's the only song that's very like kind of just darker and like a little more like sad. Everything else is a little brighter and like more pop. But
Yeah.
usually before I release the project, I like to like put out singles that are like very different to each other. So then I could
Mm-hmm.
just like feel it out and like kind of just show all the corners of the project before like gluing them together.
Yeah, totally. When was like the very first time you wrote down or like even thought about the song, like the earliest song for this album or this project?
Ooh, okay.
Like how far back did the original idea
That's such
start?
a good question. I put on my last EP, The Talking Stage, in 2023 in
Mm-hmm.
September. And at that point, I was already having a crisis of like, what do I do next? Like, I felt like that was my magnum opus. Like, I hit all the marks.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so good. Like, how do I even proceed? Like, I feel like I always get
Mm-hmm.
blinded after a big like project release.
Yeah.
So for like a good month or two, I remember I went to there's a thing called CNE here in Toronto. It's like a big, what do you call it? Like a festival, like kind of like, do you know what
Okay.
Calgary Stampede is?
No, I
Okay,
don't.
or like it's like very like it's just like live music, vendors, food
Okay.
vendors, rides, like amusement parks. It's like one of those where it's like near the
Okay,
festival.
like a fair
Yeah,
kind
it's
of.
just like a fair. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm like
Okay.
using Canadian references here, sorry.
No, I get it now. I
I'm
feel
just
like I get it.
but yeah, so I actually went to that and I did a tarot reading right after my last project came out, and I was like, what do I do next? And then she was like, you're gonna figure it out. Like, stop like worrying. Like, don't worry about this. Like, when you have it, you'll like figure it out. I'm like, you're right. Like, she kind of just told me everything I already knew, but like, you're right. You
Uh-huh.
know. So then
Yeah.
it was literally later that month that I got like the first inspiration. I think one of the first songs I wrote was actually "Famous," which is out now. But it was
Mm-hmm.
very different to how it is now. I kind of wrote half of it, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait until something happens, and then a few months later, I like met someone pretty special, and like it sparked like my first like actual relationship, and that helped me finish that song and really continue the project.
When you're creating, do you have like a notes app or do you write on pen and paper
No,
or what do you
notes
use? Like how
app,
do you keep track?
always notes app.
Notes
I
app?
am
Yep.
like oh my god, let me just like give me a sec.
Oh my God.
It just keeps going. I'm always writing. I'm always writing.
That's crazy.
Always, always like
Are they makes that's
yeah,
crazy.
like
But that's so good though. That's like an abundance of like
yes.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I find that I also go back to my older like written things a lot and like I re-edit them. Like that's what happened with Famous.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went back and I like finished the song and then it became like kind of the lead single. Um, but yeah, I write a lot. I actually haven't been writing as much recently. I find that when I'm more mentally ill, I write more, and when I'm like less
Mm-hmm.
mentally ill, I write less. So like I've been
Yeah.
doing good. So I just haven't really been writing. I'm a very like spontaneous, like, very just like in the moment. Very
Mm-hmm.
like very much like that. Yeah, I would say even though I could write if I like mean to, like in sessions and stuff, I can pull it out. But I'm naturally for me, I find that the best songs I put out tend to be the ones that I wrote because I was feeling a certain emotion to express that emotion and to get it out of myself. Really, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
How much of the music are you getting? Like, do you have any collaborators that help you out, or um, is it hard doing it all on your own? What is like the situation like?
Yeah, so usually I start music, like the songs myself. I will write them. I actually don't know
Mm-hmm.
how to play any instrument. So like the thing is like I'm already like hindered there, but I usually actually write it on the guitar. I just like do it for rhythm. Like I just know one
Okay.
chord and I just do it for rhythm and I transpose later. And then maybe I'll like throw something together in Logic, like use some like loops and like kind of like I know how to produce to like a certain level, but like
Yeah.
not like radio ready. So like I'll
Mm-hmm.
put together a demo and then I'll take it to my producer who is Ming from Toronto. He's very great. He's like insane. He's amazing. He actually worked on all of the songs on this project that's coming up, and we've been friends for a long time. So he's someone I trust with my music.
Yeah.
So I think for me, I'm very picky with collaborators. I usually only collaborate with
Mm-hmm.
one person at a time, maybe two. For example, like my next single, Lead by Example, is with Ming and also co-written with Liam Benyon. So we just kind of like it's just us three against the world basically in that
Yeah.
sense. I don't really like working with a lot of people because I'm very picky and I'm very like it's my way or the highway when it comes to my music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very like
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Well, music being so personal and emotional, though, you do have to be careful about like not allowing too many people, because then I feel like it even changes like your message or like
Yeah.
the authenticity of
Yeah,
it.
I agree. And also like as like a South Asian artist, I feel like I've been boxed a lot of times and like a lot of like I feel like with more collaborators, I'm more prone to being boxed in a certain
Mm-hmm.
category or like told what to do. And I don't want to be told necessarily. I kind of want to just like do what
Yeah.
I want and like sometimes it's nice. Like a little guidance is never bad, but like I just
Right.
think that like I know what I want for myself and I live in an intersection like you said, so I want to do
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is something that your fans might find surprising about you?
That I'm really boring. Like I'm a really boring person. Like all I do all day is sit around in my room. I read a lot. Currently I'm reading
Mm-hmm.
The Housemaid's Secret.
Oh,
Yes, I just read
nice.
The Housemaid. I'm just like a boring person. I play video games a lot too.
Okay, what kind of video games do you play?
I love shooting games. I'm like I grew up playing Call of Duty, and I also love Overwatch. I just love the shooting games. I also love
Mm-hmm.
professional wrestling. Those are like fun facts about.
Okay,
Yeah,
period. I will say professional wrestling is very gay.
it's yes, I totally.
And like people don't get that.
Um,
Like wrestling, and it's in a sense like
yeah,
especially the ones where they wear out costumes and stuff,
yes.
so
No,
gay.
but
And I
people
love it.
often think it is gay because like of the men in underwear. That's not what I'm watching.
No, it's
I'm
not.
watching for the
No, it's
girls.
like
Those are
yes,
more like pop
yes.
divas. Like I'm watching for them. Like
Mm-hmm.
no one understands that. I'm like, wow.
No, they get into it too. Like it's the girls are like next level. Anytime I've watched it,
Hmm.
it's I always just say for the girls.
I have been religiously like watching for like I think 11 years now. So since I was like
Oh, period.
like a kid, like I've been
That's yeah.
on it. Yeah.
Who's your like all-time favorite? Do you have like like a idol in the wrestling
Oh my
world?
god. I don't I do I have an all-time like I feel like I can't name a number one because I just love all of them so much. But like some of my
Yeah.
favorites, I love Natalia, I love Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, the Bella Twins. I
Mm-hmm.
love
Yep.
what else do I love? I love AJ Lee, um, Sasha Banks, just a lot of them. Like everyone, just
Yeah.
throw them all in there. I love them. Yeah.
Ah, that's I love that so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Do you have you ever been to like a live wrestling event?
Yes, I actually have. The first one I went to, I was like, it's actually crazy because I was like 11 or 12 and I had bought
Mm-hmm.
like floor tickets with like my dad's credit card and I only bought one.
That's so
I only
funny.
bought one because I didn't know how it worked. So I
Stop.
just My dad dropped me off and I walked in, and then because when you're in the first 5 rows, they give you like a chair to take away, and
Uh-huh.
you're never gonna believe this, but I'm sitting on it right now.
Shut up. That
Yeah, so
I'm screaming. That's so iconic.
yeah, so I literally walked out from the venue with like a big chair that was literally my size because I was like an 11-year-old
Yeah.
like little kid.
Was your dad like, what?
I was like, they gave it to me, so yeah, it was great.
I love that you still have it
Oh
too.
yeah, I use this all the time. It's a nice foldable chair. It's like the ones they hit each other with, but like a little more
Yeah, that is
comfortable.
like such a good souvenir too. Like I would never have thought of that.
No, it's so good. I feel like pop music people should like do that at their shows, like big shows,
Oh no, literally.
right? Like and for like the first like 5 rows or something. I feel like it'd be such good like
Oh yeah, I would die to have like a Madonna chair or
right?
like
And then you
anything
could
like
select
that.
like chairs and it could be like a cute little thing.
Yeah, I can eventually have like enough chairs from each tour to have a whole table
Yes,
set.
exactly. When I go on a world tour, that's what's gonna happen.
Okay, yeah, and I'll buy a VIP ticket for the
That's
chairs.
right. No, you come on. I'm gonna invite you.
Okay,
No ticket needed. Bring me
period.
backstage. Come
Yes.
on.
Okay, so I do have one last question.
Okay.
And at Pop Palace, going off like the royal theme,
Mhm.
if you could create a royal court of like two or three iconic influences you have in music or just people you look up to in music,
Mhm.
who would you pick?
Oh, that's such a hard question. Okay, I already know one.
Okay.
Taylor Swift. I
Yep.
have to. Like she's
Hmm.
like the queen of songwriting. Taylor Swift. Okay, this is really hard. Like you just threw me for a loop. It has to be
I know this is like the hardest
like
question.
pop artists, or it could be anyone.
No, it could literally be anyone that's in music.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, and
Hmm.
Max Martin.
Okay, that's really good.
Yeah, I think those are like top tier.
That's like top tier. You
Yeah,
can't get,
you can't
yeah,
get better than that.
they cover all the
All of the
bases.
bases. The music would be fire if they all got together.
Can you imagine?
I'm like dying for Taylor to work with Max Martin again, like
Uh
because
huh.
I'm just like I miss their
Anything
collabs.
he touches is
Well,
gold.
yes, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
I'm so sorry about all the technical difficulties. I promise that like literally never happens, but of course it randomly happened today. But well, have a wonderful day and I'll talk to you later. Bye.